That's good? Okay, so what do we do first, Will?
First, you assign your capitals
by drawing cards.
From the deck.
And we look for cards that have 2 stars.
2 stars, and they cannot be a transit hub.
No transit hub.
And they cannot be...
They can't be in the same orbit.
They can't be in the same orbit. Say, my dad does the capital first, and he gets Earth, which is 2 star, and then I get orbital capital, which is 2 star. I cannot do it because it's in the same orbit. Okay,
so why don't you start? You just keep on drawing cards until you get a card that has 2 stars. You can't use that one.
Can't use that one.
Can't use that one.
Venus Station.
Venus Station, okay. So your Venus Station, right here.
Venus Station.
Okay, so put your space station there.
Yeah, and I take
and you take the Venus Station card.
To not discard your space station card.
And you put it right there.
Discard the other ones.
Okay. All right. So why don't you put your space station? Put together your space station.
Space station looks like this.
So, yeah, space station is you take 2 of these white pieces and you put a spaceship in the middle, and it makes a space station.
And you start off with 2 sunships.
Okay, so that's your orbital capital. Now I got to find mine. Mercury. We're right close to each other.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna set up my space station, my orbital capital. Here's my orbital capital. So this is going to be an intense game because we're going to be right next to each other. Okay. Got to be on our toes. And we're playing with the Martian pirates. So where do the Martian pirates go?
The Martian pirates, as you might be able to guess from the name, go on the faction.
Yep, so we put 1 in the Martian pirates blue faction, 1 in the Martian pirates dark faction. All right. So why don't you go first, Will? What are you going to do for your turn? How do you figure out how many credits you get? How much money?
So, all regular space stations are worth 1 credit.
Okay, so you get 1 credit for the space station.
And then, as you see, there's 2 stars. I get 2 credits for the space that the space station is in.
Wait, and it's a 2-star space, so you get 2 credits for that. So it's 3 credits total that you get. 1 for the space station, 1 for each star. So you get your 3 credits.
Which look somewhat like this.
Okay. And then what are you going to do with the 3 credits? You can buy things, right?
Yes. So,
or you can keep them too.
Yes. So a normal sunship, which is this, costs 1 credit.
Mm-hmm.
A fighter, which is more powerful than a sunship, which is 2 sunships put together, is 5 credits. Mm-hmm. A blockade buster, which is like a fighter, but it can cloak, is 10 credits, and it's 3 sunships put together.
But you can't afford that. So there are you can buy ships, you can buy space stations, you can buy shield walls, but with only 3 credits, you can either hold onto that, or you can what?
I could build a shield wall, which costs 3 credits.
Yep.
Not including. See, you have to put a ship in a shield wall. Shield wall.
So you could spend 3 credits to buy a shield wall.
A shield wall looks like this.
And it's like half a space station. It's like half a space station, and you spend 3 credits for the shield wall.
Yeah.
And then if you have a loose ship, you have to put it in there, right? But are you going to do that or not?
No. What I think I'll do is I will spend 2 credits, get 2 ships.
Okay, you're going to buy 2 ships. And when you buy the 2 ships, they also have to. When you buy a new thing, when you buy a new spaceship, it has to start off at a space station, right?
Yeah. So I'm going to buy 2 ships.
Okay, here's your ships.
Here are my ships, and send 1 here.
Okay, well after you buy them, just don't do it all at once so people can see. So you put your 2 spaceships there, so
Yeah.
you're done buying now, right?
Yeah. Now I'm done buying. I have one left.
1 extra credit. So now you can move. So are you gonna move?
Yes.
So you've moved into 2 new regions. Because you've moved into 2 new regions, you get to draw a card for each region.
You don't show anybody else your cards.
Okay. But a thing about the cards, now if you happen to draw one of these cards and you occupy it, the next turn you get a credit for every star that's on the card.
Yeah, if if you get a space that's adjacent to your space station, you get revenue from it.
If you have the card.
If you have the card, and if
It's next to the
you
space
occupy it,
And you occupy it.
and if it's 1 star, you get 1 credit. If it's 2 star,
You get
2 credits.
Okay, so are you done?
I believe I am. Actually, no. I want to do one more thing.
Oh, okay, so you're drawing a 3rd card, so draw a 3rd card. Now the most you can have is 5 cards, so if you end up having more than 5 cards in your hand, then you have to discard a card and draw a new one. So you can replace the card in your hand. So you can only have 5 in your hand. However, if you end up collecting revenue from one of these cards, then you play it and you put it next to your space station, and you count it as part of your revenue, and it frees up another spot in your hands.
And strategy-wise, you should play it when it's your turn, because when you play a card that's next to you, if someone comes and takes it, they get that card.
Yeah, if they conquer your space, then they'll take the card from you. So you don't necessarily want people to know that you have your card until it's actually useful for you. Okay, so I have 3 credits, and so I'm just going to right away spend all 3 of my credits and buy 3 ships. And so I'm going to move 1 ship here, 1 ship here, 1 ship here, and I'm going to put 1 extra ship here. So I've moved into 3 new spaces. I take 3 cards. And I am done. So now we should do the Martian Pirates.
Yes.
We actually forgot to do the Martian Pirates after Will's turn. Normally you do the Martian Pirates after each person's turn. We accidentally skipped that, but we'll show you how to do that. So at the end of everybody's turn, you do the Martian Pirates. And so what you do is you go to, there's 2 factions where you start off, and you roll a dice, and if it's a 1 or a 6 that you roll, what happens?
They move. And so first, before, so they move. So before you roll again to determine where they move, you say which direction it's going.
Yeah. Well, let's just go through it and show them. So we're going to do for this one first. So 5. So they're not moving, but what happens is you add another pirate there. Okay. How about the other faction? 1. So this pirate is moving. So show what you do next. We choose a starting point.
So starting point is Mars, and we're going this way.
Okay. So just roll. 5. So count.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Okay. So the pirate moves there, and then you replace the pirate in the other faction. So the pirates, what happens is the pirates start accumulating. They tend to accumulate in the inner orbit. And they can be a problem to be next to, but they can also be very valuable too, because if there ends up being a large mess of pirates and you have a revolt card, you can take control of that entire fleet, and that can tip the game.
Yes, and how you do that on players is you do not take over the whole entire fleet in one area. You take over 1 ship. And
Well, let's just keep on playing. When we come to that scenario, we can show that. Okay, so now it's your turn, Bill. You still have 3 credits, unless you're going to play any cards. Are you playing any cards?
So, no.
Okay.
I collected 3 more credits. I saved 1, so now I have 4 credits.
Okay.
I'm spending 1 credit.
Okay.
Actually, no. I'm spending 3 credits.
Okay.
Making a shield wall.
Okay. Where are you going to put it?
I'm going to put it right here.
Okay.
And I'm going to buy a new ship. And,
So your new ship goes here.
yep,
So what are you going to do now?
I'm going to send this ship in here.
You're going to put him in the shield wall. So normally, what Will has just done is normally what happens is shield walls cost you 1 credit per turn. But if it's adjacent to somebody else's territory, then the cost is transferred to that person. It's a blockade. So now next turn, because Will has made that shield wall, I'm only going to get 2 credits. And it also makes that this space is impassable for me unless I hit it with a blockade buster, and then I might not be able to. But we don't have to get into the rules of that right now. So, all right.
So
Will has made.
I'm still going to do one thing.
Okay, so you're moving there. So you can discard a card and draw a new one. Because you're moving out of a space, you're moving out of a region of space, so you have to give up a card. But he's moving into a new one, so he can draw a new one. So you can do this. You can just have ships and move around through space and cycle through cards until you get a good card that's advantageous for you. Okay. Are you done?
I believe I am.
Okay, so let's do the Martian Pirates. So we'll do this faction here. Can you roll the dice? Okay. 6. They're moving. Choose a starting point.
Martian asteroid miners moving right.
Okay. 6.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Have to roll again.
There's not 6 spaces, so we're rolling at 5. Okay. So they move here and then replace the Martian pirate faction. So these places keep on repopulating until somebody conquers them. But these places outside do not repopulate. These are the only places that new pirates come from.
And Martian pirates, you roll and repopulate them at the end of every person's turn.
Yeah.
And Martian pirates do not attack greater forces or advanced ships, which is fighters and blockade busters, and they do not attack space stations.
Yes. So they're kind of a menace, but they're not something that can wipe you out. Okay, so I only get 2 credits because I'm being drained by the shield wall, which is unfortunate. And I'm going to buy 2 spaceships with that. 1 here, 1 here. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to move 2 ships here. So I'm going to lose a card. And so I'm going to get rid of 1 card, but I'm moving into a new space, so I'm going to draw a new card. And then I'm going to move 1 ship into here. And now I've occupied the entire orbit. So next turn, I will get an extra 2 credits for having the whole of the Mercury orbit.
If I don't do something.
If he doesn't stop me from having the orbit. And I have a feeling he's going to try to stop me. So I am done. Let's do the Martian Pirates. Check out this guy. 5. Okay. Just add another one. Check out this guy.
3.
Okay, just add another one. Let's try these guys. They're staying put. And these guys, they're staying put.
Oh, by the way, only the factions repopulate.
Yep. Okay, your turn. So now you have 3 credits again.
Okay.
So
Credits.
what are you going to do?
I'm thinking.
Okay.
destiny is clear.
Okay.
So, I'm spending 3 credits. All on a shield wall.
Oh, another shield wall. Oh boy, he's trying to make me bankrupt. Okay. Where's that going to go?
Here.
Okay.
Sending this ship here. This ship here. And then
Okay.
powering
But
up.
you're abandoning one space, so you got to give up a card.
That's easy.
So now Will is costing me 2 credits per turn,
So
which cancels out my orbit bonus. So he's making a sort of economic attack, and he's also now enforcing a border here that's going to make it hard for me to get around to him. So he's also creating a defensive position that's pretty good.
I can go through the shield walls.
And he can go through the shield walls, but I can't. All right. So let's do the pirates really quick. See, now the pirates are really growing here. So let's try this. These guys here. 6. Okay, they're moving.
Okay, so I'm starting. Wait, we were rolling for these. I'm starting merchant asteroid miners, going right. 2. Oh, and then they repopulate on the faction, and that 6. It's moving. I'm going left. 1.
This got bumped. I'm just fixing that.
And make sure you say where it's starting and which direction it's moving before
You roll.
you roll.
Yeah, it's a good idea. All right, so my turn. I'm buying 3 more ships because I have 3. The good news is I do have an orbit, so even though I have an orbit, it's helping me cover my losses. All right, so I'm going to take my 3 ships. I'm going to move 3 ships here.
Into the sun.
Yes, and then I'm going to move this 1 ship and grab Venus and draw a card, and I'm done. All right, so I think this is a good point for us to stop. So we've sort of shown the basics of how a game starts, and we'll make another video probably where we'll show a battle. Does that sound like a good idea?
Yep.
Okay. All right, so that's how you start out a game, or how you can. Some basic strategic ideas, and we hope you enjoy it. And if you have any questions, feel free to email us.
Make sure you watch part 2.